Hey guys, me Tom. I'll show you another normal war replay. So basically we have this war is a close war actually. We almost lost, and they had really good attacks and high percentage. We pulled out in the end. This war we had some interesting attacks. Some attacks you don't see every day. Like this video will probably be pretty interesting to some of you guys, because some of the armies are not the very popular armies, like the mass skeleton spell attack. But yeah, we'll just look at some of the bases they used, and obviously show the ones that were 3-starred and weren't rushed. This one, the first one, is just a legends base, but we just choked on that one. This one's an anti-3, pretty decent, but pretty decent one, I guess. This one's another anti-3. We just had like a time fail on this, I don't know. Okay, so this is the first base we're on. We're on this like legends like kind of base. I think it's legends like, because we see similar ones in Legends League pretty much. And we're going in with a Queen Charge hybrid. Using extra spells for the heal instead of the extra rage, but we'll see what will happen. First of all, we have the War Wrecker tanking for the Queen, and also like tanking for the Queen and making the path into the base. Takes out the Eagle early, and this Ice Golems kind of tanks the Queen also, and the enemy hero, so that works out well. The Ice Golem providing some nice tanking, and the E-Drag doing a lot of chain value, and the Eagle's already down. The E-Drag got some nice funnel value, I must admit. King on the left, hybrid in between. Not too bad of a CC, Ice Golem and Hound. It's better than like some of the other CCs we'll see later on, but it still needs to be dealt with. The Queen's still surviving. Unfortunately, the path to the Town Hall wasn't that clean, but whatever. The RC barely getting it, and we can see the Queen still has her ability. So yeah, this is already a 3-star, and you can screenshot the army composition below. So yeah, you can screenshot it for your own benefit, and that's the replay one done. Hybrid with a War Wrecker and 3 Ice Golems. Okay, let's see what other bases he had. This one's an anti-3, but it's been for quite a long time, so pretty decent still. Okay, we're on to a second replay, an anti-3 base, non-rushed. 2 single infernos, but wait, what? 23 witch attack and the 11 skeleton spells? That's interesting. You don't see that very often, so this replay is going to be pretty interesting. And 3 super war breakers. I mean, if you don't have super war breakers, you can just put in 2 more witches and an archer or whatever. But your skeleton spells can distract the initial witch push. Because if you put witches straight away, they'll get targeted straight away, so you need something to distract whilst they kind of like open up and distract with the witches skeletons. This one has a nasty CC. It has two super loons, 2 super minions, and 1 normal loon, which is a pretty deadly CC against Queen charges or Warden walks or hero pushes or whatever. the way you deal with that, you just poison super minions, and if you have to, then freeze the rocket loons if you're doing like a queen charge or whatever. But yeah, that's thanks to some of my friends that I know that suggested this. Use the super war breakers wherever it's needed. Just like wherever it's needed, really. And use the free spells wherever it needs to. You need to have a plan for the splash damage though, like the skeleton spells and the multi-infernals. No, I mean scat shots and the multi-infernals. Those will kill witches very fast. Whereas around this single inferno, there's not much splash damage, so obviously it's going to be less damage to you witches. But like the skeleton spells help create misdirection, like distraction and a bit of buying time for your witches spawn more skeletons, if you get what I mean. And obviously we have a pretty easy win. We still have this queen abilities left. Just screenshot this one. Is like it's pretty impressive, and you can use 23 witches, 3 super war breakers, 11 skeleton spells, and then the CC is 1 log launcher, 3 ice golems, 3 freezes. Okay, moving on to third replay. Let's see what we have. This compact base with all ground exposed, so DragClone. You can see that we funnel the bottom. We push into the base and then use our clones in the core to take out the core like that. And you just want to make sure you have a good funnel with these kind of attacks. And if you can, then taking out a queen or enemy RC or enemy queen out early is a good advantage. Same with the CC troops, but it depends what's on the CC. So yeah, ring bases just get crushed with this strategy, especially if all the explodes on ground. And obviously they still had to use that super loon, normal loon, super minion combo, which is pretty annoying for ground armies, but air armies shrug it off pretty well. Here's the composition. This one needs sneaky goblins, so yeah. Screenshot it. It's in the meta right now. That's the third replay done. Now we're on to the fourth replay, and we see that we have a Inferno Dragon Rider Skelly army. Inferno Drag Rider army with skeleton spells. You want to use this against 2 or 3 single Infernals if possible. It can still work with one. It can still work with one single Inferno if you have a plan for at least one of the multi-Infernals. It can still work, but the more singles you have, the better it is, because the skeleton spells function better with more single Infernals. Hero funnel. Early warding ability to protect it from the queen, and from the scatter, and from the air defense, and from the expos. That's good warding ability, because there's bad value distribution on that side of the base. Heal through the multi-inferno, so to minimize the inferno damage, so that's what you do. This army is so strong really, because they work well together, infernal dragons and drag riders, because they move about the same speed, so yeah. Use the skeleton spells to distract. Use the skeleton spells and distract. Freeze if you have to. And yeah, it's not much to it apart from funneling, and make sure you get in Town Hall. Unfortunately, the hound was cleared, but whatever. Inferno dragons are pretty in meta right now, so take advantage into that. You got the 6 loons, 9 infernal dragons, 5 dragon rider, 1 super warbreaker, 2 archers, and then the 4 freeze, 1 heal, 5 skelly. And then the CC, you get a blimp, 4 loons, and 1 dragon rider, and rage and poison. If you're Town 13 though, remove 1 freeze, because you have 1 spell slot less, so just remove 1 freeze, and it still work pretty well. If you have no super warbreakers, just bring 2 more loons or a baby dragon or something. Yeah, screenshot it, it's for your own benefit. It's really strong right now in the meta. Hope you enjoyed that army. Now let's see what the other bases we like. This one's like a Legends League lookalike, but obviously we didn't freestyle, it just got unlucky. This one, anti-free base, it looks pretty decent, but obviously we freestyled it, so it has a weakness, and that weakness is the same army, the dragon, Inferno Dragon Rider Skelly army. It's pretty new in the meta, but it's really strong. You make the funnel with the hero and also take out the ego as well, so that's 1 big threat down. Warden baited through the enemy queen and the warden, and also the CC, so that's another threat down. Rage freeze Town Hall, so even if there's a tornado in the way, you can still take the Town Hall down. So, and the Dragon Rider is pretty tanky enough to survive the poison and the Town Hall blast, but it won't survive for very long. But still, any damage, extra damage by the Dragon Rider is welcome. We take out the multi-inferno now, so there's not much to counter the skelly spells. This was a really smooth attack. It's basically the same army composition I told you from last replay, so just look there. Okay, so this is also like a look. This is actually a Town 13 base before Town 14 released, but it's just modified a bit. Okay, so this one is a 6th replay. This is our 6th replay. Let's see, another Inferno Dragon Rider Skelly army. This time you have 3 multi-infernos. However, there's a big but. One of the infernos is easy to reach with the heroes. Another is kind of on the way to the Town Hall, and the third one is just, you can just heal through it or freeze through it. So yeah, the skeleton spells on the top scatter shot area seem pretty nice because there's not much splash damage there, and obviously there's not much, the left inferno's gone, so there's not much protecting the eagle either. So yeah, and we're also taking out one of the heroes early on, the RC, so that's 1 less threat to our Inferno Dragons and stuff. This was a risky blimp, I would say. I mean, it paid off, but it's still kind of risky. The king just went all the way across the sides there, that's pretty funny. We have a plan for the scatter shot then, because that's an important bit. Unfortunately, the skeletons near the Tesla farm are kind of wasted, but whatever. I think the skeleton spells might be better to protect the RC or distract the defense near the RC, but whatever. Skeleton spells are like, you need to practice with them. It's not like something you get straight away. It's like skeleton spells, there's no right or wrong way to use them. It's just use them whenever you feel like it, kind of thing. So it depends on the raid pretty much. So like, yeah, just don't underestimate skeleton spells because they can be very, very strong, and they're pretty much in the meta, especially against single infernals and stuff. So yeah, this next one, this is the 7th replay. We have the Dragon Rider Queen Charge army, which we surprisingly don't see that much often. It's strong, but it's also hard to use because you need to make sure you have a good Queen Charge. It's like hybrid, but a bit more like an air version of hybrid, but kind of a bit more less, kind of bit less forgiving, if you get what I mean. Because you have to have a plan for the enemy heroes, the enemy CC, stuff like that. That's why it's less forgiving than, like, you know, hybrid or something. I mean, obviously, this raid has gone pretty quick, so yeah. We took out the Queen already. I mean, we still have the RC, but we deployed the Dragon Riders opposite the RC, so she isn't really a problem currently. Nice. You can see the Queen Charge made a good path for the Dragon Riders. CC is a problem because, like I said, the Dragon Riders have the same AI as balloons, so they don't target CCs at all, so you have to rely on the other means to take out the CC. I think the Owl took out the CC, so that's good. I think the spells were a bit late on this one, but obviously this is crushed, so yeah. The Queen stayed alive, so I think all the heroes stayed alive. Yeah, all the heroes stayed alive, so that's fun. Okay, so you have the 4 loons, 4 balloon, 1 baby dragon, 5 healer, 2 super warbreaker, 3 headhunter, 6 dragon riders, and then you need the 8 minions for queen up. You always need queen up with Dragon Rider Queen Charge because they're slow and they can time fail. Because Dragon Riders, they're not like Lava Hounds where they split, if you get what I mean. So yeah, you need the minions for queen up. Then you bring a 4 rage, 4 freeze, 1 invisibility and a poison. And there's a blimp with a 4 loons and 1 Dragon Rider. If you're Town of 13 though, then remove 1 freeze probably. Yeah, remove 1 freeze. So you can share that, save that or share that, but screenshot it. It's good. Okay, so we're on to the 8th replay, I think. This is going to be a pretty short video because they had a lot of junk bases at the bottom. Or we dipped to lower town hall levels, so yeah. This is more of a Town 14 like video, if you get what I mean. Obviously, we're on to 8th replay, and this one has 3 single infernals. Oh, you missed it there, but you dropped the skeleton spells first, and then dropped the 23 witches. The skeleton spells, as you can see, they initially tank this single infernal and other defenses. So that's the skeletons can spawn properly for the witches to tank. 3 infernals on single means there's not much threat to the witches or the skeleton spells, as they'll get overwhelmed. Especially if you can see here, this skeleton area, it was just, they just keep respawning. Even the mortar went down, and Town Hall can be a problem, so you need to make sure you have access to the Town Hall, because if you don't get it, then that's a good anti-witch defense. Use your skeleton spells wherever you need it, really. And trying to keep your healers alive also. Obviously, with that many witches at the bottom, you can see 3 single inferno bases just get overwhelmed. And unfortunately, all these skeletons are dying out, but these witches get protected, so yeah. You can see that this army just overwhelms bases, and it's not really well known, so you can use that to advantage. As I don't think many players are defending against this. I've shown this army earlier in the replay, the second replay I think, so no need to go about it here. See what other bases they have. Obviously, this is pretty new and pretty rushed. Even has most level 1 huts and Tower 12 defenses. Even the Explorers are like Tower 12 level. And then this is going to be the last one I'm going to show you, because the remaining bases are pretty rushed, so, or low level. So yeah. The 9th replay now, and it's Tower 13. And we have 3 single infernos and a ring base, which means you can use the 8 earthquake super wizard witch slam attack pretty easily, as there's a good log launcher value from the eagle and the scatter shot, so that's where we enter our log launcher from. And yeah, it doesn't work as well with this many multi-infernos, obviously. But this is not the case here, so if your heroes getting too near the single infernals, just use the abilities or freeze the infernals. It's pretty easy to deal with. The tornadoes in the corner where this Yeti is. Unfortunately, the CC didn't get taken out before getting lured, so we have to deal with that also. That's why we bring poison. Freeze on the scatter shot, because that might be a big threat. And obviously, this space just got wrecked. You can use 4 golems, 7 witches, 8 super wizards, 2 super warbreaker, 8 earthquake, 2 freeze, 1 poison, and a rage. If you're Tower 14 though, bring an extra freeze. And you can use a log launcher and Yeti Valk combo. Okay. So yeah, these next few bases are just either rushed or it was dips, so we're not seeing them. So yeah, this was a dip, and this was also quite rushed, so yeah. This one doesn't even have scatter shots, and yeah, so like these bases just get more and more rushed. Okay, thank you for watching this, guys. Hope you liked this video. Oh, this one even has a town hall on the outside. That's bad, because the super sneaky goblins can take it. Anyway, thank you for watching this, guys. Hope you liked this video. Hope you liked and enjoyed it. This is Clash with Chommy. Like and subscribe. Share it to your friends. And hope you liked some of these new meta attacks. Anyway, thank you for watching this, guys. And peace out.